Today I'm going to be doing a tier list on all the movies from the Transformers throughout the years. I don't know why the 87 one isn't here, but I will add it in at the end of the video just so I can, put it in the tier list and give my overall thoughts on all the films. But like, I'm no expert in like reviewing the movies and stuff, so like, it's all just my own opinion. So like, I'm not going to go into too much detail about them. I'm just going to give my overall thoughts and my final, like, where I'm going to put them. So we're going to start off with the '07 films. But honestly, 2007 Transformers is probably top for me. The whole movie, like the whole movie is just good. There's nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing too good about it. It's like the Batman trilogy. Like you have the Force film where it's kind of there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not bad. And then you have like the other two where it's fucking like the other two were fucking brilliant. It's not like that. It's like kind of in the middle. I'm kind of like stuck in the middle. It's good, but it could have been better. It's not the worst, but it could have been a lot better. So for Transformers 2007, I'm gonna stick it in A tier. A tier I think is perfect for Transformers 2007. I think this is probably one of the best Transformers films we've had. The characters are good. Like it introduces us to like Ironhide, Ratchet, Jazz, Optimus, and Bumblebee in their Bayverse form, which is like the big realistic kind of robots, which people actually like. I know people like accuracy to the '86 film, but like they're not they're not that bad. Like some of them are bad, but like a lot of them are not too bad. So then we get to Revenge of the Fallen. I'm gonna have a bias on this one. I grew up with this film first before 2007. And like I used to have like I still have them. I used to get like all the Transformers for my birthday and Christmas, like the Revenge of the Fallen leader classes and Voyager classes and stuff. Like the Optimus Prime, Starscream. There's Megatron. I had a Bumblebee, but he's broken to all shit. The Voyager class, the Fallen that I use in my series now. I loved the film when I was younger. I thought the second one was the best one because I grew up with that one thing. And now years later, it's kind of gone down a bit, but I still like it. The forest scene where they fight, it's like a 3-on-1. That is literally one of my favorite scenes in the whole trilogy. Like I count the trilogy as a three because 4 and 5 is just. Ugh. And the fact they killed off Optimus Prime until the very end to give him like the big, final showdown of like the Fallen and Megatron. I felt like it was very good. But yeah, I get why people don't like this film. Skids and Mudflap are obviously a big downside to it, but I thought they were funny. But I get where people are coming from because people apparently like where parents are complaining about them or some shit. I don't know too much about it because like I didn't really look into it at all when it was thing, but like I see where they're coming from. And yeah, so the rating I'm gonna give this film C tier. I think C tier is for me the best place I could put it. So the next film is Dark of the Moon. This is a fucking masterpiece. I feel like that Dark of the Moon is the best Transformers film out of all of them. I think this is the best Transformers film we've got. Dark of the Moon is gonna go in S tier for me. This is the best Transformers film I think that I've watched personally. I think everything about it is really, really good. I think the characters are good. The new characters, apart from probably Wheeljack, Q if you want to call him, I don't really give a shit. He was a bit. The Wreckers were good. Were a good addition. There was the addition of Soundwave from the second film. If they use the old ending for Transformers: Dark of the Moon, it might have been better. It might have been better for Megatron, but obviously they changed it because of leaks and stuff. So yeah, Dark of the Moon is S tier for me. Age of Extinction, I don't like it. I like Lockdown. I like the Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, and I like the I like the Dinobots. I think. Other than that, I fucking hate it. They killed off Ratchet, which was obviously I think it was bound to happen at some point, and I just don't like it. I just think the movie for me doesn't hit the same as the other three do. Like the addition of Drift, Crosshairs, and Hound was kind of just weird for me at the time. I feel like that this one does not hit the same as the other three do, in my opinion. It just it's kind of lowered expectations from the other three for me. I'm gonna give it a reasonable. I'm gonna give it a C tier with Revenge of the Fallen, but obviously Revenge of the Fallen is gonna be ahead of it, so we're gonna stick it there. And the next film is The Last Night. This film is F tier. I think we can all agree that this is F tier. This is probably the worst film I think I've ever watched in my fucking life. It's fucking dog shit. Then we have Bumblebee. I remember watching this film. Dropkick and Shatter are very, very good in this film. I think it's nice change from just Megatron. This was like a nice reboot setback. I didn't think this film was too bad. So where I'm gonna put Bumblebee, I'm gonna put Bumblebee in B tier. I think Bumblebee's design was really nice in this film, like the off-road version and the normal version, even the Cybertron version. This is the first movie that we've gotten that has Cybertron scenes from the Transformers films, not counting the '86 film because it's all based on Cybertron and shit. So then we have Rise of the Beasts. I feel like this is what we expect from Transformers films. This movie piqued all of my expectations. This film was great. This film was like I went in a bit unsure since Last Night kind of fucked me over. Kind of like expectations so high just to crash down. This film exceeded all my expectations. This movie was so good. The transwarp key was a nice little like the thing that they were going for. Scourge is a fucking menace in this film. I think he's great in this film. The addition of the Maximals was very nice. I think overall, it's nice seeing new additions that you can like actually cling on to instead of just ones that are there for no fucking reason. But like this movie really does have like has set up a future for more Transformer films. I'm gonna put it in A tier next to Transformers 2007. I feel like it's better than Bumblebee, but it's not as good as 2007, in my opinion. I feel like 2007 is just slightly better. So here's the tier list. We have obviously Dark of the Moon in S tier, '07 and Rise of the Beast in A tier. We've Bumblebee in B tier, Revenge of the Fallen and Age of Extinction in C tier, and then Last Night in the F tier. But we do have one more film that wasn't actually on the tier list, so I'm gonna edit it in. The '86 film, does it really hold up to like all the animations and stuff now? No, but is it nostalgic? Yeah. So I feel like I am gonna put it in. I'm stuck between A or B tier. I think I'm gonna put it in A tier. Obviously, I can't remove the other two films, but I think I'm gonna stick it in between the '07 film and Rise of the Beast since I can't really move it, so it's gonna be behind Rise of the Beast, but it's actually in between as my decision. But on screen, it's just gonna be next to Rise of the Beast. So that is my tier list on all the films. I didn't go into too much detail. So tell me what you think. Tell me if there's anything you would change in the comments. I'll probably do another video soon on something to do with Studio Series. I think I can't really do stop motion right now because like I have a community post saying why I can't really do stop motion for a bit. I'll put it on screen now, but pause if you want to read it. So yeah, that was my tier list, and yeah, that's really it. So that's this video done basically. So, meh.